What's happening, folks? You got LGB coming in live from Pismo Beach, California. It's Chris Paul Hamish, your lunatic in the booth, and your broadcaster for this evening. Welcome to Front Row Esports 2024 Cup Series here at Darlington. We got ourselves the Lady in Black tonight, folks, and a track that's just too tough to tame. So we're going to go ahead and throw our best drivers at the track to see who's going to be able to be the top dog and possibly tame this beast of a track, as we got ourselves one heck of a race ahead of us here, folks. This is the cutoff for playoffs. This is the last chance for some of these guys to qualify in to make this whole season worth it. All right, man. So we got a lot of stuff to go over here real quick. Let's go ahead and drop in and grab a look at the track, and these guys are getting ready to go into queue. All right, folks, so you're looking at her, September 1950. This girl got some history right here. I tell you what, 1.366 mile oval, short track, baby, and of course, yes, the Lady in Black. You're looking at your turns here, folks. Turns 1 and 2, 25 degrees. 3 and 4, you're looking at 23 degrees there. It's a little less banking on your front stretch, 2 degrees, back stretch, 3 degrees. So not only is this track, you know, tight, of course, but she's going to be limited and challenging on a few aspects of tonight's race here, folks. We're limited on banking, and we have very tight curves. So this girl is going to throw us for a twist tonight here, folks. And of course, your inaugural race, your NASCAR Cup race winner is Johnny Matz here, that number 98. So, man, but yeah, lots of history there to go over when it comes to Darlington, folks. All right, let's look to see how we are looking tonight here for what lay in store for the drivers ahead of us here. 180 laps in tonight's race here, folks. Stage 1, lap 35. Stage 2, lap 90. And then we got stage 3 with 90 laps in that guy. So we're looking at some good runs here. Tire wear is going to be a crucial factor. Your program's trying to stick to them, keeping this thing out the fence as much as possible. I think that's going to be their overall. And car parameters, of course, here, folks. Look at these race specs here. Let's see what this lady's going to bust down on these drivers tonight. Open setup, of course, it's rung what you brung style of racing here, Front Row Esports. We got one backup car and a hauler. We got 3 sets of tires, 75% fuel, and I think my fuel's wrong. But we'll get a little gander on that one, but we'll mark it for 30 to 35 laps-ish, whatever. You know, in that one. And Alex Harris getting it done in race control, trying to keep the drivers tame. All right, while they're trying to tame this bad dog of a track here, as we got drivers rolling out right now for Q. All right, let's check out some quick little snippet of some points here. Tyler Honeycutt leading the way. Ryan J. Rose right there in that second position. Carl Lindstrom third. Dylan Banks is at 4th position in points. Kenneth Bartholomew running out your top 5 as you're seeing some comers and goers here. But I think it's going to be top 12 or get her in her style of a thing. But don't quote me on that one. I know that there will be a cutoff and then a cut down as these drivers continue through the rest of this 2024 season. All right, let me get over my stuff here, folks. Beautiful. Well, I thought I was going to have some cameras up for you tonight. We're going to try them one more time, and still nothing. I just had them. You stupid thingamajig. It really gets on me sometimes. It really does. But anyways, we'll try to have some cameras up for you later, or hopefully, next week. But all right, folks. So we are going to go ahead and take ourselves a quick break. Ooh. Not really a break here. We're part of our schedule program. And if you're a military hero out there, please feel free to stand up and drop us one heck of a salute. All the rest of you awesome Americans right there, folks, feel free also to stand up, remove them hats, and go ahead and cover that precious, cover that heart there, folks. And as we're going to drop this into our national anthem, back here in just a moment, we have the drop of the green for stage 1 up next. Oh, yeah, folks, here we go. Got Chris Paul here with Front Row Esports for their 2024 series. Kickoff to their playoffs here, as this is going to be the end of the regular season, and they're going to do it at one of the most difficult tracks here on the circuit. That's going to be Darlington, folks. Yes, Lady in Black, too tough to tame. And here we go as we got our qualified, our Q results all in. Dylan Banks dropping some hammers on them, folks, right now, in that, sitting it on point for that 48. So let's go ahead and see if we can bring some cameras and all the fun stuff, get ourselves ready to go. Yeah, welcome to the show, folks. Really appreciate everybody, showing up and dipping in and tuning in. All this brought to you by Moser Racing, Trek Racer, Amar Paintworks, and W Energy Drink. All right, here we go. Getting my cameras and all that squared away as we are in the booth, ready to go. Here, sitting in that second position is going to be Stephen Hayes in the 5 car. Wow, nice runs for these guys here. Adam Thompson, he's going to be sitting in the 3rd position here in that 71 machine. In the 20 car of Tyler Honeycutt is going to be in that 4th position here. As we are, it's a nice run for the nice good cue for him, getting him inside that top 5. Speaking of inside the top 5, it's going to be the 99 of Chris Carroll. So we got some heavy hitters on the track tonight. We're going to see how all this slugfest is going to go down with the 24 of Mike Hayes in the 6th position. 83 of Carl Lindstrom, solid in the top 10 in that 7th position. We got Garrett Wiles in a 926 P8. 9th position going to go to Kenneth Bartholomew. And 10th, I believe, is going to go to... Oh, yeah, no, Michael Reeves, Kenneth Bartholomew. And then we got Terry Collette going to be in that, and Tom Freitas in that 11th and 12th positions. Tom Freitas right there in the 32. Terry Collette in the 94. We're looking at Hunter Bogdan in the 13th position, followed with Steve Johnson. All right, go Steve. Got Steven Johnson here in that 51 car. So look for that hot rod to come through the field, along with Kyle Wellman. He had a nice little throwbackers as well. Cool little paint scheme there for Kyle Wellman in that 42. Scotty Stevens in the 02. All these guys look great in practice, choosing to start from the rear of the field, knowing that there could be calamity ahead of them. With Matt Metler in the 79, rounding out that field, Truman Miller in that 17th position. So we are about ready to go green here at Darlington, folks. Dylan Banks sitting on pole and leading the way, which is going to be a really nice place to get, especially if you get to 1 in time, as we're going to go ahead, drop kick the pace car, and we're about ready to drop the hammer here at Darlington, folks. Hold on, it's going to be a wild ride. Green all kinds, drop the hammer, light the fire, kick tires, it's on, Big Daddy. Hold your breath as we're trying to hold on for the first lap. Right now, Dylan Banks leading the way. Single file action with Stephen Hayes, Adam Thompson, Chris Carroll, and Mike Hayes in your top 5. Everyone lining up right now and just trying to keep this car under control with these nice and fresh green tires here. Cold, get some heat in them, get some grip, and of course get some confidence behind the wheel. As these guys are really starting to let it rip, Dylan Banks going to try to lead the way and keep that lead and control of the race pace here. Stephen Hayes in that second position. Adam Thompson, Chris Carroll, all right there. Everybody lined up tough. Now we got to be very, very cautious of these exits of turns, especially too, as you know, you can really, if you miss that apex, as we got a battle happening. We got Chris Carroll was looking underneath Adam Thompson. Adam Thompson making his way up. Now Adam Thompson in the 71. Right in the outside, getting right up against that wall right there. And again, that's where that speed, that grip is at. But look for this thing to change as the track temperature is going to go down and the rubber content is going to go up. You got Kenneth Bartholomew in the 73 and the 83 of Carl Lindstrom in the 9th positions right there, running nose to tail here. Possible fights about ready to underhand. And there is Tom. Looks like he's getting an outside run with the 51 of Steve Johnson making his way forward. Steve Johnson trying to make a run from the back of the field here in 12th position at the moment. Hunter Bogdan right in front of him with Michael Reeves, Carl Lindstrom, and the rest of those fast drivers right in front of him. So pick them off one at a time, and that's what they're going to be looking to do. One position at a time and try to do it methodically. But methodically speaking is going to be that Dylan Banks there in that 48, really trying to round his way through this track here. We're saving his tires, running his program, setting the race pace to make these guys really have to dig to get up to him, but then have extra left. As you got Chris Carroll now making his way back toward Adam Thompson. Adam Thompson in that 3rd position. Chris Carroll on his 6 right there. Already get some bumper. Get a hold of that Chiefs right there. Whoa, we got a slap to the wall right there. Got a little loose. As Chris Carroll's going to try to show him who the big chief is. Looking low right now. See if he's going to be able to get it clear up on him. And again, how much damage can these cars take, throughout this race? So keeping it off that wall is going to be very crucial in tonight. So now he loses his run right there, backs it back up. But, man, great run off right there of 2. As the battle kind of continues for this 3rd and 4th positions here. Banker's still leading the way. And it looks to be like this is kind of like the tightest, hottest action that we have on the track thus far. Remember, stage 1, we're going to be looking at all the way to lap 35. So it's going to give these boys a good feeling of what they're looking to achieve throughout the rest of tonight's race here in retrospects of their tire wear. Carroll looking again, going to the bottom here now. Going to try to do a slide jobber into 1 and 2. Good sweep action here. I'm sorry, that was 3 and 4. My bad. Nice run right there on the bottom as the 71 was outside. Good pass, clears him, doesn't lose a lot of momentum. 71's probably appreciative of that as well, as he has a 24 of Mike Hayes sitting right there on his bumper. And along with Tyler Honeycutt, all these guys look really hot in practice. So let's see what their practice and their cue speeds are going to be able to transition in tonight's programs. So looking back just a little bit further, as you see Steve Johnson trying to make his way around. Looks like Michael Reeves now, as he's caught that group, started in the back of the pack, working his way up methodically as he's in that 12th position, looking at 11th and possibly more. We're going to try to rotate back up into this top 3, 4th, 5th, 6th. Here we go. A little higher run rate here in that 20 car of Tyler Honeycutt, seeing a different diamond and apex throughout the center of our turns. And you're going to see these guys searching around a lot throughout tonight's race. You're like, but the track's so tight and so small. It's the small movements of your lines that's really going to make a huge difference. The split second faster on your left turn into entry, the cracker of the throttle midway through, all of that's going to play a crucial role in how this car is going to manipulate its way through the turns. And manipulation is not the only thing that 48's car is manipulating right now is a different area code. He keep this up. But Stephen Hayes, he's in the 5 car. He's showing some good speed, some good long run speed too. So very important to have that long run speed, not just be fast in the get-go. We got Chris Carroll and Mike Hayes doing a phenomenal run right now inside the top 5. Let's drop it on to Mr. Mike Hayes. Floating the throttle, floating the car through 1 and 2. Into the blinding sun. Forgot to mention that, folks, that this sun be a drop, and it's going to be right in the guy's face, and it will be blinded. Luckily, got some cloud cover out there, so it's not as brilliantly bright, if you will. But there's a run right there. Fourth position, rocking and rolling with Mike Hayes in the 24. Hometown of Denton, back into sun again. I just want to see this one more time. And luckily that building's giving us a good blocker too right there, as you got Mike Hayes having himself a really, really good run. Checking out with the leader and looking for Chris Carroll in that 3rd and 4th. Getting Mike Hayes, Adam Thompson in the 71. And right there on, chasing him right now is going to be that Tyler Honeycutt. Honeycutt working his program. Let's see how this car is faring right now. Higher entry to a midline. Has to feather it. Right now, a lot of these drivers will be in 4th gear, but again, that is all option on your setup. As we are scraping the deck right now with this 20 car. So he gets his shift on right here, downshift. Let it roll, baby, let it roll. Lap 18 of 180, not one caution. So, and I actually mentioned this earlier to the boys. Yes, we're at a little smaller of a field, but what we're, what it does is it does possess to have a cleaner style of run, having, they feel a little more spread out. These guys give an opportunity to really throw their talents out, and of course their entirety of their program, not just a short run but long run as well. This is the 83 of Carl Lindstrom. Backing up right there, Kyle Wellman on the bottom, looking for the pass, gonna go ahead and take this thing, but you see him get up into the wall right there. 83 that's really slowed and woed him up, as he's dropping back now to 12th position. Steve Johnson moving forward now and into 10th position here. So moving into the top 10, looking to hunt on Hunter Bogdan. Hunter Bogdan running for it. Oh, Steve Johnson, there he goes for it. Ooh, pushes him high up into the wall. Not really pushes, but just, he goes high to make sure he gave that 51 room, and that upset his line, and he got a little bit of the wall there. But again, with the way these guys and their trajectories are into these turns, being as high as they might be here, is that their impact isn't quite. Ooh, nice little scuff there to the 51 as he's trying to rock it out of 4 right there. Banks moving right along. Mike Hayes, Adam Thompson, Tyler Honeycutt, Garrett Wiles, Kenneth Bartholomew. Now Steve Johnson into that 9th position. Kyle Wellman also moving on up, as we find in him plus 5 positions, same as Steve Johnson here. Those guys are going for the fight, the battle of, not nearly as fight the battle as Hunter Bogdan did in the back of your screen right there. He got himself a good lick to that fence. Now the 83 kind of backing up even further, maybe. No, gets past Hunter. So he's maintaining, but he's going to have some company here ever so shortly. 22 laps out of 180 complete. And like I was about to say here, funny thing, as I was talking to the boys earlier about, was that I programmed extra cautions just to make sure, we had, plenty of material to keep ourselves completely entertained through tonight's race, being that it turns out it's going to be a caution fest of some sort. And a complete opposite, of course, right? Which I think in hindsight is why I did it. Right now, Dylan Banks leading the way. Stephen Hayes, Chris Carroll, all lined up tough right now. Kind of saving your stuff. We got 10 laps left remaining in stage 1. So it does look like the field separated out pretty good. All right, folks, so we're going to take ourselves a quick break. Be back here in just a moment for the conclusion of stage 1. Back here in just a sec.
We're doing 110 down at Sandy Beach in Florida. Next, we're bumper to bumper at over 210 on a super speedway.
Yeah, come on!
How the heck we get here? Progress. That's how.
Under the white flag and Labonte takes the lead.
75 years of twisted metal, feet made of lead.
He taps him.
Clashing.
Tail hits him! They're out of it!
Fighting for everything. Not giving away an inch.
And there's a fight between Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison.
But this isn't just about the 75 years of legends. This is about 75 years of legends and their rocket ships.
1 lap to go!
Each one drafting off of its predecessor. Each one hell-bent at going faster.
He's coming!
Each one built with one thing in
Here they
mind.
come to the line!
Get out front, stay out there.
Side by side!
Because out there is where the future is. And if the first 75 years is any indication, you better brace yourself for the next 75. NASCAR, always forward.
All right, folks, welcome back. Chris Paul Hamas here with Front Row Esports in our 2024 quest for the Cup. And there are a lot of these drivers' chances in tonight, folks. And we are here at Darlington. What a place to do so, right? Drop kick some drivers on one of the hardest tracks on there. And right now, these guys are doing a pretty phenomenal job in taming the untamable, is what they like to say. As Dylan Banks leading the way by, as you see, a minute or two. Let's bring that. Let's switch that back around again here. Show our gap. There we go. By 2.5 seconds right now, he's got the field. Man, that's no joke here. I mean, that's a good amount being anywhere out of oval here. But Mike Hayes in the 24 has now moved his way up to the second position over Chris Carroll. So Mike Hayes was in that fourth, picked himself up a couple spots there as you see some comers and goers here. But what a great fight starting to really shape up here as Mike Hayes making some ground. And let's see if he has something for Dylan Banks. What a great surprise by the 24 as he has found himself another gear in this Raptor Chevy. Looks like Chris Carroll's going to take over that third position as Adam Thompson and Steve Hayes get to tangoing for that fourth and fifth spot. Slows them down just a wee bit here, but now that does subside and they're able to get the momentum back up and get the hammer down. Ooh, watching that exit out of two, I think, is probably one of the more treacherous. This is going to be your sixth position here. Tyler Honeycutt and Garrett Wiles, Kenneth Bartholomew. Got a good matchup right here as you got the 926 high to the outside. And we're going to look at So he's going to set him up here. Got a good run. Well, yeah, buddy. Clear. Feathers it. Here comes the love tap. And he's going to sail it in. Good grip. Good move by Kenneth Bartholomew. Nice pass. And again, those are always sketchy right there. You got to make sure she's sticking. Kyle Wellman and Steve Johnson. Kyle Wellman in the 42 car gets past Steve Johnson. These guys backing up a little bit. 52 looked like he was in the wall, dragging her right there. He's dragging the line something fierce. Kyle Wellman now moves himself up into the top 10, that 9th position. Points are critical and crucial, especially at this moment, as we got a fight happening one more time. The 20 car of Tyler Honeycutt and Kenneth Bartholomew in the 73. 73 looking to get past, does. Opens up the door. The 926 maybe looking for that pass as well. Does not. 20 car of Tyler Honeycutt gets the Gustos back underneath him and excels. Checking in with our race leader here as we're coming across the line for the stage end. We're checking out stage 1. Yellow flag's out, man. That came cool. That was quick. Stage checkered. Dylan Banks gonna lead the way, all the way. All right, we got old Bakers here. Old Cake Eater getting her done right there. I mean, he baking himself one heck of a cake, and I'm sure that it's gonna taste real good if he continues this little sweeper action he's looking for. But let's bring out some cheddar here. Let's see who got some points. Obviously, the winner did, but we got Dylan Banks in P1. Second position to go to Mike Hayes. Awesome run in that 24 Raptor Chevy. Put down some good horsepower there. Third position going to go to Chris Carroll in the 99. Awesome run by him, keeping that car position where it needs to be. The 71 of Adam Thompson. Good fight out of him in the 4th position. 5th position, Stephen Hayes in that 5 car. Mirroring his efforts right now. Kenneth Bartholomew in the 73 in that 6th position. Tyler Honeycutt in the 20 car, that 7th position. 8th position to go to Garrett Wilds at a 926. 42 of Kyle Wellman in that 9th position, and rounding out the cheddar and the points is going to be Steve Johnson in that top 10. And here they come for their green flag stops. Going to go fill them up and get them ready to get them in and out and back going green again. One more time, folks. All right, so we're going to go ahead, take ourselves another quick break, and be back here for the drop of the hammer and green flag of stage 2. Stick with us, folks. We'll be back here in just a moment.
$497, $498, $499, $500.
Let's go heavy. Yeah, got it. Looking strong, Nick.
Go on, brush your shoulders off.
Red one is on the move.
Evening, ladies. What are you so excited about? Of course, your boyfriend's here.
Okay. Who's with Red? Reach!
Someone took Nick. We're gonna find him.
I'm bringing in Jack O'Malley. He's probably the best tracker in the world.
The guy's a legend.
What am I doing here?
Last night, Red One, also known as St. Nicholas of Myra, was abducted from the North Pole complex.
Are you saying Santa Claus has been kidnapped?
Garcia?
What the hell?
You can't trust this guy. He's on the list.
You don't mean...
Yes, that list. NL4.
Are you telling me this clown is a level 4 naughty lister?
A level 4 naughty lister?
Oh, is that funny to you?
You're gonna help us find Nick.
Come on, let's go.
Grab a car.
For what?
You don't have a Wonder Woman action figure, do you?
It's not how it works. Come on.
There is much in here that is not of the natural world.
Who's that?
Krampus. What are they doing?
They're playing crappish flop.
think if you don't need me here, I might just go back to the car.
We need to prepare for the possibility of no Christmas.
There's worse ways to go out than trying to save Santa Claus.
We got snowmen!
All right, folks, welcome back to stage 2, and we are gone. Man, these guys get to it and get to it quickly, as Darlington Raceway has yet to disappoint here for the 2024 Cup Series in Front Row Esports. Right now, we're looking at Dylan Banks leading the way, Mike Hayes in that second position, and Steve Hayes. So we got some brothers up here putting the work in, and man, they're gonna show their stuff up here, show their might. 2 and 3 trying to chase down Dylan Banks, who has had control of the race since drop of the green flag. Got Chris Carroll in 99, Kyle Wellman in the round out your top 5 right there. Steve Johnson, everyone lining up. Now moving forward here. Again, it's all these drivers started in the back of the pack, and now they're up there in the topper spot, the tougher, competitors more or less. So let's see how they're going to negotiate their way through traffic if they can. Wellman is looking, and man, is he looking. All over the bumper of Chris Carroll, putting the heat and the pressure on him. He's trying to make it move and trying to make some ground quick. Steve Johnson, the 51, sitting back enjoying the show. But he has company of his own with the 926 at Garrett Wiles. Kenneth Bartholomew lurking along with Carl Lindstrom in the 83. We got battles happening with Terry Collette in the 94. Terry Collette underneath Michael Reeves in the 33. Rounding down, clear and gone he is. Banks leading the way here. Mike Hayes, Stephen Hayes, second and third positions with Chris Carroll. Hot on their tracks right now, and Kyle Wellman trying to lock her down inside that top 5. But he has some drivers still left yet to contend with. Steve Johnson is right there in that 6th position. Take it right on board. Woo, a little scratchy scratch, but we're going to be seeing a lot of that Darlington snipe, and he got another one right there. Little twofer. 1 in and 1 out. Makes me wonder how many times they paint these walls, huh? I wonder they strip it first. Good rotation through center right there. Gets back into the throttle, lots of power out, shifting. Now he's going to go for his downshift here, back into 4th. Boom. Let her roll. Trying to hit the center, keeping her down the bottom as much he can right here. But we got again another. Whoa, Carroll loose. Has to back out of it. Going to lose himself 2 spots right there as fight was underway with Kyle Wellman. Kyle Wellman making his way around him. Chris Carroll backs out of it there, saves the car. And is now possibly in trouble with the 926 Garrett Wiles. Banks not stretching it out quite as far, at least right now. But again, we are just getting back green into stage 2, folks. Everybody kind of single filed out, as you see. Tire wear, I'm really curious on what the tire wear is. Well, if they definitely ask that question at the end of tonight's race. As so far, 0 cautions for us this evening. This is fantastic. Everybody minding their P's and Q's and really making things happen. Dylan Banks leading our way right now, and again, just putting her on cruise control, trying to at least. Still working his same line, and let's take a little ride on board with him. So, well, and then out, so just working that throttle ever so ginger, like through 1 and 2, gets his shift on pretty early there, gets her to claw, downshifts, roll. Nice, man, looks great on that bottom line right there. Good exit out, plenty of room to spare. Not overdriving the car, looking good. Now let's watch Mike Hayes now in that Raptor. Let's see if he's going to have... Now, the other thing is, too, is what he's going to have to contend with is going to be that nasty air that the 48 is creating. So he's not going to have quite that... Ooh, pushes up, gets into the fencer. That's going to blow and slow up his efforts right there. Here comes Steve Hayes right now. Now, that's what it's going to take, is checkups like that, and the cars behind you don't. Meanwhile, back at our rancher, we got Kyle Wellman as biggest mover, up 11 positions right now. Rock and roll for the Wild Man Wellman. And since we are on the Wild Man Wellman, let's go ahead and take a ride with this guy. And again, I'm not responsible for anything that happens. Okay, you're gonna be riding with Kyle here, so. All right, here we go. Got a Raven Chevy right here. Nice little throwback scheme. She's flipping it up for us with such a historic and amazing racetrack. Little different arc there for him. See that through 3 and 4? Higher to lower and then out. Making it work for him right now. Skipping her up real close to the wall. Gonna round her out. Work that throttle. No shift for him, so his gear setup's different. So he's a 4-gear setup the whole time. So far, it seems to be working really well for him. As he's moved up a lot of spots, he seems really comfortable behind the wheel right now. Actually, let's find out. Look for movement on that wheel. Yeah, there you go. Nice and smooth like. And then let's look at our race leader, Dylan Banks. Riding on board with Dylan Banks, folks. And you see the shift right there, too. Here's another view of some wheel action. And looking back right now, as you see in second and third positions of Mike Hayes, Stephen Hayes, and now Kyle Wellman. So we're seeing, different strategies, different setups. That's what I love, about this, about this racetrack and about this style of racing, folks, is you get to run what you brung and, again, set the car up as comfortable as you can make it for yourself, and of course fast. You got to be fast now. Oh, we see we're hearing more grindage out there. Let's kind of flip through our field as Mike Hayes in a 24 has caught your race leader. Could this be the first time in tonight's race that we see the lead change? It's such a crazy diversity with the 2024 Cup Series of Front Row Esports. And what they do here is, like, some races will have 15, 20 lead changes, and then here we are stoked for one. I mean, this is as we're halfway through stage 2. Riding on board right now with Mike Hayes. Mike Hayes showing some stuff right now, man. Looking real good. Got his downshift as well. Oh, man, he's closing in. He's closing in fat, bro. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, KQ. May have overcooked this round's cake. So we're possibly going to be seeing a battle shape up here, and we got some pit strategies happening. Oh, look like we got Chummy Miller in the 6 car. He is in pit lane. So getting his service done. Dylan Banks in the 48, still leading the way, but I don't know if it's going to be for that much longer, folks. Oh, big wiggles by the 32. He lapped down right now, just trying to maintain and hang on to her. Oh, up in the wall, maybe overdrove her, overcooked it just a little bit. An entry into 3. Still has great momentum. The battle is right here, folks, for that race lead. Oh, into the wall again. The 48 goes. He sees a beer full of 24. 24 just plowing through that nasty air right now. He's trying to get control of this race pace. See what he can do with some clean air. He's shown some speed, shown some agility. And right now, he's going for it. He's throwing them gustos out there. Get him, boy, get him. Oh, man, this is such a great battle between the 48 and 24 right now. The 24, he holding it down. He's right there keeping pressure on that race leader, Dylan Banks. Dylan Banks checked out for stage 1. But I don't know if Mike Hayes made a little bit of an adjustment to his car, and the track's really starting to come to him in his favor, being it's cooling off, and of course, we got the moon coming out. Sun going down, moon coming out. And we still got ourselves a good plethora of laps still left yet here in stage 2, folks. See, we're going to see the checkered here at lap 90. So big run by these guys right now. This is a good fight, good battle. Oh, yeah. So like I told you, folks, I was dressed ready to go. Stupid GoPro cameraman messed up on us one more time. But I was lady in black, dressed, ready to go, and then, you know how it goes. But, man, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Well, I got you here. All right, we got a great battle going on right here. Got all kinds of stuff. And, man, such fun to get out here and watch the Front Row Esports. And here we go, battle for the race lead. Oh, he had a run on him right there, folks. He sure did. Kind of scuffed it up just a wee bit. So it's going to fall him back. But we got Stephen, now Stephen Hayes. And so his brothers kind of fell back a little bit too, as these guys had kind of checked out away from the field. Chris Carroll holding down that 4th position. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Steve Johnson. Kyle Wellman's kind of faded back a little bit, surged forward now. But now he's fading back as he's tied for biggest mover with Steve Johnson. Steve Johnson getting by him. Garrett Wiles in 926 in 7th position. Kenneth Bartholomew in that 8th. And that 73 machine. And then Adam Thompson, 9th position. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Tyler Honeycutt. These guys looking for the end of the stage, trying to maintain and hold on to that top 10 and the points. Same thing with Scotty Stevens, just outside the top 10, just outside the chatter, along with Carl Lindstrom. Struggling just a little bit in the Lindstrom camp. Let's hope for the best as he's running around to lap 68. Got about 22 more laps. Drop back in real quick on our race leaders and seeing what the status is. See how these boys are looking. We're looking at High Line taking a good roll here. Scratching again one more time. These guys, he won't let him go, though. The 24 will not let him go. Putting pressure on him. That's what he's looking for. All right, and just in case you did miss a little bit of it earlier, folks, let's kind of recap on our race program tonight. So remember, we do have, it's a 180 lap race. We got stage 1 was done at lap 35, and stage 2, lap 90. Got a 90 lap run for stage 3, folks. And so far, this thing has been mean and green. I'm loving it right now. This is your battle for the lead. Banks just holding on and holding off Mike Hayes. I'm wondering if some of that arrow blocking may be coming into unfolding and coming into terms here. Being the fact that he can get to him, but he just can't get around him. Being that when that's what happens. He plows. He has no front air to that nose right there. That takes off on him. He goes right up in the fence. But he's still holding on tough. That's a fast hot rod he has there. As even with contact to the wall, he's still able to keep up with them, latching onto that bumper and try to stay right there with. Let's see if he can take that lead away, keep the pressure on Banks. Hopefully he'll make a mistake when that 24 happens to have the run. As he pushes high right there. Again, behind the bumper of the 48. Get too close, have no downforce on the nose. And it's just hard for you to get that center rotation down. All right, we're coming in about 15 laps remaining in stage 2, folks. And here we go. 24 on the bottom. He goes sideways. Contact. Both cars go into. 48 goes into the wall. 24 goes sideways. 24 went for the cinder. Both cars have survived, but how bad is the damage? So let's go to Dylan Banks real quick. Let's check that right front. Oh, let's hide that real quick. There we go. Okay, so right front still looking good there. Maybe a little bit of a scratch, I don't know, but right rear took a little bit, absolutely. Left front and left rear still looking good. It's a good looking car thus far. Being into the race in that minor of contact. So let's hop back on Hayes' car. Take a gander of that right front, which is where that contact happened here. Not seeing much. Look like no harm, no foul. These boys go, whoa, we in the wall. So typical Darlington damage thus far. But scary moment for the leaders, absolutely, especially coming close to the end of stage 2. So that battle has subsided for a brief moment here, but we do have things maybe possibly heating up a little bit back here in the middle of the pack here. 73 of Bartholomew and Garrett Wiles, along with Kyle Wellman. Kyle Wellman, ooh, big slippy slips out of the 926 and Garrett. Trying to get that power planted, and these cars got a plethora of that power. Ooh, contact to the wall right there. These guys are really starting to hold on here as we have, just another, there we go. Underneath them, Garrett Wiles. Can he clear? Oh, keeps it off him. Sideways coming out. And they got mirrorful because you got the 73 of Bartholomew. So Kyle Wellman going backward, and 926 getting past him here. Here comes a run on the 42 once again, but this time by the 73 of Kenneth Bartholomew. Bartholomew looking low, getting a good run here. Gets the power planted, but not enough to clear. He's going to have to take him side by side coming out. Does. Everybody clears. Cross our chicken line. They're going to go side by side once again, going into 1 and 2. Kenneth Bartholomew holding his ground. Doesn't get the, now he really backed up right there as he had to check up. You guys, he was going to slide up in the 42. 42 gets to run off and holds on to his position just for a moment, but here
Now the 926 is under attack by the 20 of Tyler Honeycutt and Adam Thompson also in the 71 along, here in this fight, looking to get into this fight at least. So a big cluster, you know what, right here with this 6th, well, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th positions here. Scotty Stevens and Carl Lindstrom in that 11th and 12th spots. Dylan Banks still leading the way. Mike Hayes now falling back just a little bit. Now you see him 1.5, almost 2 seconds back here as Bankers is really starting to run off with it. Chris Carroll in that 3rd position. Steve Hayes in the 4th, 5th position. Johnson right now back to, well, now he's taking over biggest mover with 9 positions gained. Garrett Wiles in a 926, 6th position here as we got a fight happening for that 7th and 8th positions. Here it is. Honeycutt around the 42 of Kyle Wellman. Kyle Wellman in trouble. Wellman backing up more and more now as he's finding himself in that 8th position. And here comes Adam Thompson next up to bat. Got to really feather that thing. Couldn't get the power down. I was holding my breath for him. I really was. Here we go. Run up next to the wall. Get her to turn, baby. Get her to turn off. Grab that gear. Get some. Get some. He's like, I'm going, dog. I'm going. Shoot. Good rotation here. Right to his left rear. Oh, that's close, dude. That's close. He's going to send her in. He's going to have to clear. He does. Clears, goes up, looking for the retaliation. Not going to have the run. But here comes Kenneth Bartholomew as that door has opened. This is going to be for that 9th position. This is rounding out your top 10. Good fights happening right here. Dylan Banks, ooh, looks like he may have just got in the wall. We are a little late to it. Mike Hayes now almost 2 seconds back. So he's still falling along with Chris Carroll, Steve Hayes, and Johnson rounding out that top 5. Screaming for tires. I know every last one of these jokers is. That's all right. 4 more laps, boys. 4 more laps. And then it's on for the long haul. 32 still struggling. You see Tom working his way around the track. Lap or so down, but maintaining. Ooh, big loose off right there. Working the heck out that wheel. He probably has some damage or something. But here comes your race leader. Can Tom stay ahead of him for a few more laps so he doesn't go another lap down? That could be crucial. This is the... So we come on lap 88. I think I'll need like 3 more laps. So we'll see if they... let's go on board here. Let's see if Banks is going to give him a break. Got all kinds of stuff happening right there. We got another car dipped off right there. So let's see if old Bankers is going to give him a break or if he's going to put him another lap down. Tom really driving for it right now. Looks like he's struggling on his exit off right there. Yeah. Banks got himself a run right here, folks. Here we go. Stage 2. We're going to go into white flag, folks. All right, last lap for stage 2. You're on your race leader at the moment. He's going for the sweep tonight. Looks like he has pretty much stage 2 locked in place. So we're going to follow with him one more lap around. Look like he is going to let that 32 have that the position that he needs. Stay on that lead lap, or at least they'll go another lap down. As we're going to come across our checker line, and here comes Dylan Banks, winner of stage 2, looking for the sweep.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, I was a little quick on that. There we go. All right, so let's go with our cheddar, folks, as in our points, see who's gotten what. And again, you do have Dylan Banks leading the way, Mike Hayes in that second position, and that 24 and 99, and Chris Carroll third position. Stephen Hayes in that fourth spot. Round out your top 5 is going to be Tyler Honeycutt in the 20 car. Sixth position belonging to Steven Johnson. Seventh going to go to Garrett Wiles in a 926. Eighth is Kenneth Bartholomew. And ninth is going to be the 42 Kyle Woman. Rounding out the points and cheddar is going to be the 71 of Adam Thompson in that top 10. Bartholomew, right? Closer to, I think. My man, how you doing? All right. How we sounding out there? All mics and everything up a go? All right, good. Oh, there's a first. Well, I'm gonna keep you waiting until the end, folks, on that one. So no, actually, I was gonna go to throw us for a break, but then we got some. Hey, and we had a drop of the green flag, so don't worry. I was gonna plan on playing it one more time. We'll then give her to my cheddar here, but yeah, I stumbled across that today, and I think it's gonna be a great movie. But I'm not gonna disclose it. You're gonna have to wait till a little bit later on in the race here, folks. And I'll play that for you one more time. I think it's gonna be a good one. But right now, folks, we do have Dylan Banks leading the way, and we have them all getting them 4 fresh feel goods. Go juice. And why in the heck are you in this race here in that 69er? Oh. Okay, well, you give her. What's up, bud? All right. Well, you make sure you give her all the love from Next Broadcasting and from ESPORTS, man, and wish her a speedy recovery. So far, I mean, boys, can you believe it? Caution free thus far, Ronnie. And we got Ronnie Morrison in the booth here, folks. Sorry, he surprised me. Surprise attack by Ronnie Morrison in the 69er. Oh man, he is, ain't he? No, not really. But but look at this unexpected twist of things. Is that 24 of Mike Hayes and Stephen Hayes? Those guys seem like they got a pretty good program out there. But I mean, can they utilize it in time? Or maybe if this thing goes green, can they flip the script on him and get that lead away from Dylan and put him in that dirty air? I think that's one of these really stalling at the 24. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, they can't. Well, no, never mind. I was like, you can tell us. Right. Well, well, if it does work, or doesn't, they're still gonna get the E for effort, not the A for effort, folks. All right. Yeah. Now, Well, I mean, with him, he's kind of newer to iRacing, actually. He's like one of those guys who have that natural ability, I think. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm curious to see if there's going to be anything that 24 and you know, the 5 car with now Steven Johnson up there a little bit closer to attack formation. Let's see what he has here, folks, as we're going to get ready to drop us in to stage 3 here, folks.
You know I love Steven Johnson.
All kinds green. Here we go, folks. First yellow of the night, folks. You know the pressure is starting to heat up just a wee bit here as let's go see what we have and what just went down. Caution's out. He says yellow flag, but not showing exactly what for. So let's go ahead and back her up a little bit here and send her on a play action. Play action fake here. Oh, there it is. The 926 of Garrett Wiles. Let's back that up.
I think he was reacting to the 73 from what I'm seeing. He saw the 73 getting loose and tried to cut down, and he got loose.
Oops.
Maybe not.
Wait,
Maybe, it looks like
let
maybe.
me get back a little bit here, and then let's slow it down one more time, and let's get to the let's get to the nitty gritty here. There we go. We'll do a high up GoPro stick cam thingamajig, you know. So we're gonna now we're on the 926 73, kind of going up high a little bit, looking for his entry into 1 and 2, or no, yeah, all right. No, sorry, 3 and 4, backstretch right now, folks. Backstretch. All right, and then so now it looks like the 926, he's gonna go low. Sticks his nose in there. Looks like a little contact. He's going to back up now. And the 83 of Carl Lindstrom.
Yep.
Couldn't get slowed up in time, and there it was.
Yep, that's what I say. It looks like the 83 helped him out there.
Oh, man. And around they go, folks. All right, so we do have a moment and a caution, quick caution and say, so let's go ahead and send it for the new movie that is coming out, as we're going to go ahead and rack these guys back up again and drop her green. So give us a moment, folks. We'll be back here after this quick break.
You. 497, 498, 499, 500.
Let's go heavy. Yeah. Got it.
Looking strong, Nick.
Go on, brush your shoulders off.
Red one is on the move.
Evening, ladies. What are you so excited about? Of course, your boyfriend's here.
Okay. Who's with Red? Reach!
Someone took Nick. We're gonna find him.
I'm bringing in Jack O'Malley. He's probably the best tracker in the world.
The guy's a legend.
What am I doing here?
Last night, Red One, also known as St. Nicholas of Myra, was abducted from the North Pole complex.
Are you saying Santa Claus has been kidnapped?
Garcia?
What the hell?
You can't trust this guy. He's on the list.
You don't mean...
Yes, that list. NL4.
Are you telling me this clown is a level 4 naughty lister?
A level 4 naughty lister?
Oh, is that funny to you?
Hey! You're gonna help us find Nick.
Come on, let's go.
Grab a car.
For what?
You don't have a Wonder Woman action figure, do you?
It's not how it works. Come on.
There is much in here that is not of the natural world.
Who's that?
Krampus.
What are they doing?
They're playing crayfish slop.
I think if you don't need me here, I might just go back to the car.
We need to prepare for the possibility of no Christmas.
There's worse ways to go out than trying to save Santa Claus.
We got snowmen!
That was so disturbing.
Interesting.
My turn! Oh my God. Is my face still there?
Yeah, you look good.
All right, folks, welcome back. Chris Paul Hamus here with special guest of Ronnie Morrison, which I just sent him on a mission for our Stage 3 report from the driver to see how tire wear is, what's going on out there. Try to get a little insight, if you will. So he is on his duck hunt right now. Let's see what he's got to report for us when he gets back.
Well, so
there he
the
is.
guys are telling me about 150, it looks like, for pits on fuel.
What was it again?
150 or below. 150's pushing it.
Okay.
That's what I'm hearing.
All right.
And the tire wear, from what I'm hearing, is awesome. The right fronts is what everybody has to worry about. And it depends on how you pushing it and on how your entries are for tire wear. But personally, everybody's telling me that as long as you take care of your right front, you're golden.
Well, okay, that's some comforting news, especially with temperatures dropping on track, Ronnie, and we're gonna have grip's gonna be picking up, so speed's gonna be picking up as well. I mean, will we be looking for more friction on tires, more ability to wear those tires out that they're not expecting? I mean, that's and again, we're looking at, you said 150 for their green flag stop, so I would imagine that's gonna be tires and all.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I would definitely not go in. I mean, as a driver, I'm going to ask for all fours every time at this track. 100%. There's no way I'd go in there and not take four tires. So, as a driver here, and you've been a driver here, I know you know the track.
Yep.
You want that right front grip just so you don't smack the wall on exit. And you can get into the gas earlier with right front grip. That's everything. So,
and that's exactly it, though. It's that balance too. It's a balance of grip on these cars right now. As you see them starting to snap off exit here, as you guys look like we got Adam Thompson getting behind the air, and that's the other thing is too. We got to be very leery of. And it does seem like it does cause a huge factor in these cars right now. Right now, we're looking at Chris Carroll taking over this lead spot of attack on the 48 of Dylan Banks. Here we go. We got him going on here. Chris Carroll now barreling in to see if he can get that lead away from the 48. This is the closest I've seen anybody to the 48's bumper thus far throughout the evening. Now, again, we have the temperature is changing on the track. It's rubbering up. So, and of course, it's giving these guys something. We got contact. And there goes. Sideways goes the leader. Banks into the wall. No caution. Oh, he's slowed up, and he's hurting, folks. He is hurting. Green flag run, and he's gonna get. Oh, he takes it. Hard lick right there. Let's check out his car and see what happened, but that brings out no caution. He saves it, drives all kinds. That was insane. So let's go ahead and watch that one more time, folks. We're going to go to Chris Carroll here as he's going to go on board. He going to put the bumper to him. Sure enough, he's got the run. He puts the bumper to him. He gets him sideways. He that wheel too. He's like, ah! Oh my goodness! And he goes kind of ever so gingerly into the wall. But let's rewind that back for Dylan here as we're gonna go into. Oh yeah, Krager sideways. Boom! Oh, into the fence, all kinds. Drag that Joker. Not happy at all. So let's see what kind of damage that may have caused to that 48, as now he is leveled off into that 4th position. But Chris Carroll, he has assumed the lead, and he is not looking back, because when he does look back, he's looking at someone just as tenacious and fast. The 51 of Steve Johnson now sneaking his way into the 2nd position, up 12 spots, biggest mover of the night, and he's looking to close this thing out. Steve Johnson methodically works his way through the field, and oh man,
I was watching the replay.
What do you got?
And I was watching Chris dive in. He never touched his gas. It was, I guess, he just got out of the throttle, had a little more drive into the corner than Dylan did. So he just lifted and figured, I guess, Dylan would take off. And he just bumped him. I mean, and that's all it took. I mean, you saw it. I mean, it was just, he blew it. He just sit there and said, he just blew on it.
Right. No, but that's impressive that, because we didn't know that. We can't really see that I didn't have that up for his throttle, that he was completely off throttle and in coast.
Yeah.
And he literally just
he was completely out of the gas all the way up until he never touched a brake now, but he was completely out of the gas all the way up until he touched him. So that was crazy. I agree. That was 100% crazy.
What a twist of events, folks. The drama has hit the track, and Lady in Black has struck as the 48 in that 4th position now was your race leader, leading the way, looking for the complete sweep. Got stage 1, 2 in the bag, was selling it good, but Carroll came to spoil his party and did so. But he ran up on him. I mean, again, Carroll made the changes he needed to make to give him the speed to get to his bumper, because that's the first time I've seen anybody get to his bumper this evening. So, I mean, and Carroll's had a couple shots at it so far, right? You know,
that's Chris Carroll for you.
But the other thing about Carroll is that he continuously works on his car as well. He's really good with his setups and understanding what the car's gonna do and what it needs. What does the car need for me to give it more grip? Whatever I'm lacking. He's great in both roles. You know, in playing the awesome race car driver and crew chief.
Yeah, 100%. I've followed Chris Carroll for years now, and literally, when I say follow, I'm back behind him, trying to figure out how does he do that.
Yeah, consistency too. That's why he really beats you to death. But right now, we got ourselves a cluster. You know what happening here with looks like Tyler Honeycutt, Scotty Stevens, Kenneth Bartholomew now underneath, getting his drive and his dig on underneath that. Hunter Bogdan in the 78, opening up the door to Kyle Wellman. Kyle Wellman also taking full advantage of that run as he swoops on by, taking over that top 10. Points, so crucial right now. Every point matters, and these guys are driving and digging for it.
Well, not to, burst anybody's bubbles, but Mr. Garrett Wiles was the fastest one a couple laps ago there.
Fastest car on tracks right now, 926, with lots of ground to make up. I mean, look at all that traffic in front of him. That's heat.
True, but he's got something. He's figured something out. So let's see what he can do.
The 20 into the wall. 0-2, Scotty Stevens looking underneath. He's saying adios is what Scotty Stevens just said. Adios, see you later. We got to go as you're riding bumper right now on Scotty Stevens' rig. Oh, as he gets up in the fence, Gonna give it back. Left rear, here we go. Drag race into one.
Hey.
They're gonna go side by side. 20 car is gonna have to stall up just a little bit. This is gonna get close. Stalls up a lot. Oh, backs up and now under attack by Kyle Wellman in the 42.
You're breaking up when you get real loud, Chris.
That's my back.
I mean, that's great that you get real loud, but nobody can hear you.
Yeah, we just crazy like that. You know, let me back off the sound just a little bit here. So hopefully the mic will stop. Well, actually the mic will keep up. What the heck, Mike? Dude, you know? That's it. You know, oh my goodness. Here we go.
Bartholomew, there he is.
Bartholomew right there. He got a good save though. I'll tell you what. And here comes. Looks like the 926 Gary Wild's going to get a dig out underneath him. These guys are big fights right here. Terry Collette, Carl Lindstrom. Now, Carl Lindstrom's been struggling as well. Oh, no! Another hit to the outside wall. It bounces off, playing a little ping pong action right there. Off the 926. Those guys recover nicely. But everything leads back to Chris Carroll in 99 as he is now starting to check out from Mike Hayes. Mike Hayes in the 24, he's had himself quite the hot rod. And now found himself back in that second position. How frustrating it must be for Mike Hayes right now after he, was able to run down, one fast cat just to find another one in front of him again. It's like, gosh. Well, at least the good thing is he's not chasing the same bumper,
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think it's kind of leveled out a little bit. I'm going to go give Chris a shout real quick, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, roger that. Man, Kyle Wellman going past Scotty Stevens. Scotty Stevens going to bide and heed the way there. Let him send her in. Scotty Stevens backing her up just a little bit, maybe thinking pace is a little quick, really worrying about that long run right now as Scotty Stevens having himself a decent run thus far. 8th position right now and trying to lock in that top 10. Looked pretty good during practice. Real smooth, real clean. Trying to keep it that way, and he is. We still got ourselves a green flag stop, I believe, left yet ahead of us because I'm sure that to caution maybe threw us a little bit of a wrench in it, but I don't think it's going to be anything to do with like a fuel run with how many laps these guys were short. So 150-ish was the mark, so we're looking at another 25 laps, and then we're going to start looking for those green flag stops if we can make it. We got a lot of tires still left yet to be put down on the track, and these cars would be working themselves all over the place. So who's going to be able to hold on? We got Chris Carroll leading the way. Mike Hayes now gaining strength. Let's see if he can run him down in that Raptor Chevy. Good hook off right there as he's trying to haul the mail down the front stretch here. A little scrub to the wall to check him up. No need to use the brake, right? When you got that fence right there, just, we're good. Burps his throttle nicely right there. Good shift. He's going to go for his downshift right here. Working that midline to upper.
And Mr. Carroll.
What you got?
Says his car is inferior and he was driving over his head like a waiter butt.
Okay.
And he told me to make sure to apologize to Dylan for that.
All right.
He did not mean to do that, and if Dylan was in the Discord, I would have went and did it, told him for us, but Dylan's not in our Discord right now.
Yeah, roger that. But see, let's check back in with Cake Eater, okay? As his cake got spoiled there for just a quick moment. But can he save the recipe, or at least just his recipe, to see if he can get that thing back up in front? Now in 3rd position, he's going to have to dig. He lost a lot of time on track, but I believe he is gaining. We still have green flag stops still left yet to be had, and some good laps to be turned. So let's see if he does. He has a chance. He does have the chance. He has the car And we know he got the talent behind the wheel to run him back down again. How impressive that's going to be if he can, number one. Number two, what's he going to do with Carroll when he gets there?
Yeah, no kidding. Carroll knows how to drive.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I told him he said if he made it back up there, he'd let him have the position back.
Okay.
And I told him he better not. He better hold him off, make it a good show, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I know, Banks is all about that clean finish, that side-by-side racing. And right now I'm sure that he's seeing this as a really good challenge for him because, he's already been leading the race, and now he's mired in some traffic. He's got that dirty air, and he's got a deficit. So now let's see if he can overcome that deficit with some clever adjustment in maybe his pit stop strategy, right? Maybe undercut it a little bit, right? Get him a little bit closer. It's all he really needs to put the pressure on. That's what he's looking for. So I mean, he's right there. He's got him in his grasp. They just need to make a few more mistakes, which we're already seeing that happening. We're seeing some scrapes to the wall.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hopefully, I don't know. I'd like to see Dylan be able to make it back up there and make a good run for it.
I think he will. Yeah.
He kind of got short end, but pit stops is coming up. What lap are you on right now? We got pit stops in less than 20 laps from what I'm hearing. So.
Yeah, but we also had, was that before or after that was after the caution, right?
That was after the caution.
That was an after.
Before. I'm sorry, that was before the caution.
Yeah.
Let me do it. You know what? Let me go get a new word on that real quick and see what everybody's thinking.
What was that again, Ronnie? I'm sorry. Flip around. There we go. But yeah, I mean, so we have, again, 20 laps at least left in this run, Ronnie. So, I mean, again, lap 150, I think is where it's going to start. But, it's no matter what, I don't think that caution was nowhere near enough to give us a fuel run style of finish. Backing off, saving yourself 20 freaking laps or something, But right now, we got Chris Carroll leading the way, Mike Hayes in the 24, Dylan Banks in that third position, Adam Thompson in the 71, with Stephen Hayes rounding out that top 5 in the 5 car. So he is mirroring his efforts once again. Can't go wrong with that feeling, having that top 5 and having a good car. Steve Johnson fell off just a wee bit here in that 51 as he's now in that 6th position along with Kyle Wellman. Oh, but we got 71 of Adam Thompson getting past Dylan Banks. So Banks now going the wrong direction as Adam Thompson now making his drive, making his final move in tonight's race.
So here's the lowdown on pitting. Right now, between is like splitting it in half.
Okay.
Between here and about 155. If you were going to run it all the way to the end of your fuel run, it's about 150, 155.
Gotcha.
Right now, it's splitting it in half, and you can make it to the end. So you might see some takers here, which, short pitting, getting the good tires, getting out there. And then, of course, you might see the guys who are gambling, hoping for a caution and not,
And speaking of the devil, here comes our first taker, but we now have a crash on track. It looks like Tom Freitas, the 32, has spun of some sort. I just saw a crash light up in our title tail.
Uh-oh. Let me go find him.
And he does. He hooks it hard. He goes sideways, but no. Oh, my gosh. Backs it hard into the fence. He's going to get out of the car before, I guess. Yeah. Keeps it green. Keeps it green, folks.
He's in the pit.
And here comes our race leader, Dylan Banks.
Oh, he almost had it saved. It was a zigzag.
Yeah. We got Scotty Stevens in. Here comes our leader, Dylan Banks. We're missing it just a little bit here. That's going to leave Chris Carroll out. Or, I'm sorry, not our race leader, our contender for a race leader, our stage 1 and 2. Anyway, so we have our Dylan Banks, he is in, so he's going to try to undercut the field. Chris Carroll is staying out in the 99, along with Mike Hayes, Adam Thompson, Stephen Hayes, Kyle Wellman, and Bartholomew is, I believe, still out. We got contact into the wall. Car slowing up. Carroll staying out. Let's see if the 48, maybe he'll flip up some strategies. Here comes, I believe, Hayes coming into pits. No, Adam Thompson coming into pit.
Leaving Stephen Hayes leading it right now.
Let's see, we've got Carroll. Carroll's still out. Mike Hayes is still out. Stephen Hayes is still out. So they're going to put a few more laps on these tires, and I'm going to be very curious to see how this is all going to unfold with that 48 getting them 4 fresh field goods. Here comes Carroll. All right, we got the leader pitting now. Race leader, and he's bringing him in. We got Lindstrom's in. Carl Lindstrom. Oh, no, Carl Lindstrom's staying out. Hunter Bogdan. Everyone's staying out. Mike Hayes still out. Wellman shooting for the pits. Or still shooting out of pits. There we go. Again, all of this is going to play a crucial role. Oh, yeah, shooting into pits. So that's Kyle Wellman, Carl Lindstrom. Lindstrom's in. Terry Collette staying out. Wow. Green flag stops in full roar right now as we got the 24. One of the last to bring it in. Pit road speed. 24, Mike Hayes looking strong out there. Tyler Honeycutt still out. Steve Johnson, Garrett Wiles. Maybe they're looking for the Hail Mary. Get that caution, put these guys a little bit of a lapper down. Put them out the back of the field. Oh, absolutely not. Here comes Honeycutt. Honeycutt coming in. Pit road speed. And I believe that will bring in the rest of them.
Johnson's still out.
Oh, no, yeah, Johnson is out. Let's see how much longer. Garrett Wiles, same thing. Now, could there be hit? I mean, like a splash and go, save that time? I don't know. Tires are too crucial.
Oh, yeah. There's no way anybody will do. I mean, you have to take 4.
Right.
If you don't take 4, you're just a sitting duck out there.
So the last 2 still left yet to pit is going to be Steve Johnson and Garrett Wiles in our 926. Johnson leading the way. Garrett Wiles, last 2 to pit, and let's see how long they're going to keep this car out here. You said 150, 155. They are looking and stretching it, going for the Hail Mary.
Yeah. Bates? Is Bates going to come out in the lead with this?
I believe I was just getting to that too. I believe Dylan Banks will come out as your race leader in the 48 Chevy.
I think you're right.
But Jesus. 71 Adam Thompson, followed by Chris Carroll. So maybe some slow pit stops, pit entries, penalties, whatever. Here's how it goes down, though. But once those 2 pits, Stephen Johnson and Garrett Wiles, that will leave Dylan Banks as your race leader, followed with Chris Carroll and Stephen Hayes. Yeah, all these guys are bunched up. Whoa, yeah, baby.
And you know Carroll or Banks is going to be pushing it right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he ain't got nothing to lose now. Just go.
Yeah, well, get out in front of these guys. Stay out in front of these guys. Don't let them chase you down and call her a day.
It's not like the draft is in effect here, so just go.
Especially if you have enough tire. If you got plenty of tire, you know you're well within your your scheduled limits of how hard you're going to push the car. I mean, that's always a good feeling too. After you make that last pit stop, Ronnie, you know, you get that, you're inside your window where you want to be. You get those tires, and now you know. I don't have to worry about saving because this is part of my program. Now I can, you know, run her good for, you know, first 10, 15 laps. But at the end, I know I'm going to have enough tire at the end so I can kind of let her loose a little bit.
100%. I agree. And as a driver, I always look forward to that last run because I knew by the end I knew what I had. I knew how hard I could push them. And you could just, you know, that last run, man, you can go and just push every bit of it you can get. And that can be a good thing or a curse because, you know, you might push a little harder than you're used to, thinking that, okay, she can hold it. I don't know. We'll see.
No, I'm with you. It looks like we have Steven Johnson, our race leader, pitting right now, folks. So he has succumbed to his fuel and tires, and he's going to bring her in. Last but not least is going to be Garrett Wiles in a 926. How long can he keep her out there? And that's the other thing is too about the last run that Ronnie was just touching base on. For me, that last run, it's an Achilles style of heel or, you know, whatnot. If you're having, if you've been fighting and struggling the whole run, that run just seems like it lasts forever. You're frustrated, you know, you're sweating, you're very nervous and apprehensive. But when you're doing really well, you're kind of half relaxed, but you're not, because now you're like wanting this race to finish. Hurry up, finish. Hurry up, finish. Hurry up, finish. You know, you love where you're at. You're just like, oh, come on. Oh, you see Garrett Wiles into the fence.
It's also disheartening. I mean, you're sitting here and you're getting past because you're on old tires.
Yep.
They're on new tires, and they're just going around you. You're going around. I mean, all these cars are just passing you right now, and it's just like, oh, I gotta go get tires.
And right now, I don't know what Garrett's doing, but I mean, he's going to run it down to fumes, I think, as he's staying out and still going to remain race leader as everyone's cycling around here. But
I think he's hoping for a caution.
Yeah, well, he's going to be it. I was just going to say, if he don't, you know, his tires look like they're giving up on him. Kind of looking for any kind of battling of some sorts. Oh, we do. We find one. Terry Collette and Hunter Bogdan. Is it Hunter? No, it's not. It is. Oh, it's Bankers, I believe. Yep. So that was Bankers going by lap traffic right there. Putting more of a gap on the rest of the guys behind him. And, of course, putting some blockers in between them as well. All right,
looks like Garrett's on pits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. You're right. So there we go. Garrett Wiles, last to pit, lone soldier. Last of the survivors of this long green flag run, folks. He's going to progress Dylan Banks in the 48. Right to the front. After Calamity and everything else, that is fantastic. But he does have the 99 of Chris Carroll back on his 6. He's going to get around that lap car with ease here, hopefully. Oh, he did wiggle him up pretty good there. So he gets around him now. Let's see if he can run and hunt down Banks. Now, we don't even know what kind of damage that, you know, internally that car may have after slapping the wall pretty hard like that. But we'll see, because right now, and he did pit earlier. He pit laps earlier than Chris Carroll, so him having a little fresher tire may be that advantage that he needs. Just an ever so slight advantage that he needs. But when he gets there, will he have enough to cover him and clear him?
I mean, just looking at his car, it looks like he got a new one when he went in.
Right.
And, I mean, that's the call. I would have done it too.
Right. No, absolutely. Oh, yeah, because that's right. I keep forgetting we have that car in the hauler, backup. So I forget that. Yeah, I would have punched that ticket if I was the 48 in that matter. Absolutely.
You're telling me that Banks pitted earlier than Carroll, right?
What's that? Yeah. The 48 pitted. We're probably talking 3-4 laps earlier. So he has a little extra rubber. But like I said, will it equalize out in time? As we have 23 laps remaining in tonight's race, folks.
I don't know. Carroll chased him down last time on even tires, and now he's got a little bit better tires. Right. So I think that's just enough. I mean, if it looks like Carroll's getting him just a little bit every lap, I'm not looking at the numbers. I'm just going off what it looks like.
No, you're on spot and eyeballing it beautifully right now. Man, all right, it's a good run here, folks. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our last break of the evening and be back here with the conclusion of tonight's race, folks. Stick tuned as we got the checkered flag up next.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
You should probably know that I have a really dark and unpredictable side to me. Stop speaking. I'm giving you a chance, sweetie.
Say when.
When? What are you? We are.
We're Venom!
We are.
Venom!
No.
Oh!
Yeah, we are. Venom. We're gonna need to work on that.
Delicious! You take me to all the finest places.
I need time lost.
He always knew it was impossible. That we were alone in the universe. And it's our job to make sure that remains a secret.
Let's go get him.
Oh, shit! We are fugitives. On the run. In the shit.
We are living the dream, my friend.
You mean it?
No! Any promises change?
Hello?
There has to be a reason they're after us.
Eddie, my own, has found us. Jesus Christ!
There's an army coming that cannot be beaten.
As long as Venom lives, everyone, everything will end.
We may not make it out of this alive, buddy.
Eddie, the time has come.
Be honest with me. How fast do you think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out.
All right, folks, welcome back. Front Row Esports in their final 15 laps remaining of tonight's race. We are in stage 3, and we got a nail biter shaping up. Here we go. Dylan Banks and Chris Carroll. We got Banks leading the way. Chris Carroll now has reeled him in. He's looking for the moment to strike. Will it be soon? Or will he wait until the last moment after we had the last altercation with this lead change between these two. Let's see how it's going to unfold tonight. Will Chris Carroll tiptoe around ever so ginger-like, giving him a little easier of a run? Uh-oh. I heard car sideways right there. We saw wheels be moving. Somebody got loose there. I believe that was a 48. But big fight happening with the 99 of Chris Carroll here. All over his bumper. Will he get him? Oh, he's going for the run. Here he goes.
Ooh, in the wall.
Oh, he's got him. He's going to power through. No, he's going to haul him back. Side by side out of 2. Here comes the spoiler alert. Big hit by the 71, Adam Thompson. Holy hell. Oh, that was sick. Oh, now the 48 goes back into the wall. Now the 71, Adam Thompson's all over the bumper of Chris Carroll. He almost took a twofer right there, but he had nowhere to go, so he said, I got to go with the guy who was going for the pass because he's obviously faster, right? And he does. Gives 99 a huge shove right there. Cool little camera work action happening. But Adam Thompson right there in that second position. Chris Carroll leading the way. Dylan Banks falling back now as... Now, he's going to be good. Yeah, he'll be good for a minute, so he will get that P3. That will be a lap car. That's Garrett Wiles behind him. So this is for podium right here. All these three broke away from the field, but this is going to be for the race win.
That's why Garrett's backing down. He's a lap down. I understand now. Because that's not like Garrett to back down, but I see what he's doing. He was a lap down, so he was just letting them race it.
Yeah, he got him, himself in a world of trouble going for the Hail Mary there. Oh, sideways with the 99 as he's out of 2 right there, right? Yeah. Or no, I'm sorry, that was out of 4. I always get backwards. Man, these guys are flying right now.
Oh, yeah.
There goes Thompson, dude.
He's blocking him a little bit.
Who has the speed? Who has the tires? Man, who has the cojones? Who's going to throw it in there at the end? I mean...
7 to go.
Thompson needs it too, man. He's right there in points and, neck to neck to try to win this championship this year. So this is going to be a great run for him. Even better if he can get the W. Big fight, about ready to unleash. I guarantee it. What do you got there?
As much as he just chased down the leaders like he did, and everybody knows that's ever raced with Adam Thompson knows he saves his stuff till the end. Right. So,
but is that air going to get him? Strong.
That's true. I don't know, man. He's doing he's trying all the different lanes right now.
There. Yeah. Oh, that hurt him. It's like because he crosses the wake of the 99 and his car shoots up, and I've seen that a few other times, in tonight's race, like per se with the 24 of Hayes and whatnot. A few times they got up to the 48's bumper, just couldn't get the dang thing to stick in center, and you see him kind of lurch up, and they get into the end of the wall right there and slow up. He slowed up a lot.
I mean, you got to think how much tire did he use to make it to second place right now?
Oh yeah.
Maybe he's just can't. There's nothing else he can do. He did everything he could.
Well, he's done himself a really good job getting up there into that podium position.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And making himself a good run. I believe he has had points throughout every stage. So that's at the end of the day, I'm sure he's going to be very satisfied with this performance in this run here tonight at Darlington.
Yeah. Not Adam Thompson.
Right.
What is it? Second is the first loser.
I know. I get you. But looking at the overall picture makes it easier to swallow, okay?
No, I got you. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm always that optimistic style of person. My dad and I always bump heads pretty good in that matter. He's a little more pessimistic, and I'm optimistic. So, yeah.
Well, I've raced with Adam like in his Discord room all year long now, and yeah, he's not happy with second ever.
Oh yeah. He finished second to me once, and I've yet to hear the end of it. So, yeah, that was just a practice race. We were, we were just trying to get boned up for what I think it was like Michigan or something like that.
Yeah. It don't matter if it's practice or if it's the real thing. He is not happy unless he's in podium.
Well, Carroll's trying to be Mr. Perfect right now because he is 2 laps left remaining. We're coming into white flag, folks. Here we go. 99. Chris Carroll trying to lead the way. Adam Thompson, one last ditch effort here. Gonna go for the Gustos. Full cinder time. Will we see hold on.
He hit the wall there. Slowed him down just a bit.
But will he have enough to throw this thing in?
I don't know. You got Mr. Perfect up there leading it right now.
Oh, no. He pushed it hard.
Collective.
Here we go. Chris Carroll going to lead the way. Cross-strut finish line. P1. Chris Carroll in 99. And Adam Thompson to get that second position right there behind him. Crossing the line now to the 48 of Banks.
I'm laughing at the talk on Race Chatter right now. Those guys are they're having fun out there.
Oh, I bet.
Adam's giggling and Carol's heaping and hollering.
One caution, folks. One caution in Darlington tonight. That is just very impressive. And your race winner, once again, folks, going to be Mr. Chris Carroll in the 99. Adam Thompson in the 71 in that P2. And Dylan Banks rounded out. Dylan Banks had an impressive run tonight. Stage 1 and 2, but winner, but fell up just a little bit short here at the end. So you see a good shot there of all your podium finishers. Chris Carroll, your race winner. Adam Thompson and Dylan Banks. Right, zooming in here. Honor, there he is. Let's give him a good shot there. And let's look over our points and our finishes. We got the post-race festivities up here in just a moment, folks. Get our drivers on over. But let's get our final results here so we don't hold you in suspense even further than we needed to be tonight. But that was great that'll hold you in suspense on that movie premiere. That was good. I didn't see that one coming. I really didn't. But hey, all right. All right, so that means you all paid attention. That's good. Okay, folks. Yeah. So here we go. We got ourselves runner-ups. Okay, and we got Chris Carroll, P1. And of course, in that 99, Adam Thompson in the 71, in that third position. Second position. Third position going to be Dylan Banks in the 48. Fourth going to roll to Mike Hayes in the 24. Fifth, and round out your top 5, Kyle Wellman in the 42. Sixth position, Tyler Honeycutt in the 20. 73, and Kenneth Bartholomew in the 7th position. 8th position, rolling over to 83, at Carl Lindstrom. 926, at Garrett Wiles in that 9th position. Terry Collette rounding out your top 10ers with the 11 of Hunter Bogdan in the 11th position. 78 of Hunter Bogdan in the 11th position. 5th, the 5 spot of Stephen Hayes is finishes up with 12th spot. 13th position going to Scotty Stevens in the 02. Steve Johnson in the 51. 14th position, Tom Freitas in the 32. 15th, 16th is Michael Reeves in the 33. Chummy Miller in the 6th. 17th, rounding out your field, I believe. Yes, it is Matt Metler in that final and 18th position. But, of course, your race winner is going to be Mr. Chris Carroll. All right, let's see if we can bring him up and see what was going down for his race. I know this should be entertaining, to say the least. So give us one moment, folks, as we're getting ready to get our drivers on over.
Test. Got me?
Ah, there he is. I was just coming over to grab you. I need to. Perfect. Mr. Carroll, we got you loud and clear, my man. What a race that turned out to be right when you thought somebody had it in the bag, right? Gonna pull a sweeper action. Not so fast. Mr. Chris Carroll, congratulations on your win. Give us a rundown, especially of the end.
Oh, buddy, I'm telling you, the top 5 guys had a better setup than I had. I threw all kinds of adjustments at it and got it good enough to compete. And I ran over my teammate Dylan there. I apologize to him. Totally unintentional. I was trying to set him up for the exit of the corner. And I got him, but what a race, man. Those guys were they were super fast up front. I didn't really have much for them. Just trying to hit my marks and made adjustments enough to compete there and kind of came out ahead. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely, my man. Let me make sure. Hold on a second. I'm just checking our stuff here. Yes, we do have. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you're up and alive. I'm sorry. All these different things that I have to deal with, and some things don't respond like they're supposed to. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. But yeah. Dude, you did phenomenal on your drive through the field as well. But I was really curious on what happened with, well, of course, that one run at the end. And, of course, the arrow in tonight's race. How difficult was it to pass, Duke? How difficult?
The arrow was super hard to pass. You had to risk it, and you had to put a guy in a tough spot to kind of pinch him and hope he was good enough not to get on the gas and kill you on the top. And there was some good racing out there up front. I don't know what the rest of the field looked like, but yeah, that's why I ran over Dylan there. I was trying to set him up to just get a nose on exit, and when I did, I got in there a little too deep, and all my fault. And I think that's what caused wrecks. If there was wrecks, was guys just had to run so tight just to get by guys, and the arrow was awful. You get behind a car and you cross his wake and your car goes straight. It was tough sledding out there tonight.
Oh, 100%, my man. And again, it was but to see these passes that were you think would clear and they wouldn't, like describe 1 and 2 and how difficult it was, because you'd think the pass would be on the bottom, but it turned out to be opposite.
Yeah, it was. My car wanted the bottom early, and then it gave up. That first run, I got so tight in 3 and 4. My car was so good in 1 and 2, and it was so bad in 3 and 4. And so I changed my line a little bit, and I made some adjustments, and I think that's as good as I could have got it. But that coupled with the arrow, Chris, I mean, it was tough out there. And my car felt better at the end of the long run, changing my line up kind of the middle instead of the bottom. But I mean, God, it was so tough out there. Those guys were really, really hooked up. So it was really, really, really good race out there, though.
Yeah, there seemed like some really good hot rods. The 24, of course, the 48. He was very competitive, and putting pressure on him. That was awesome. That was really awesome. But
those two were the class of the field, man. Those two, the Dylan and Adam, were the class of the field. Adam didn't get to show it because he didn't ever have track position, but he sure showed it at the end there. I think it would have been between him and Dylan if I hadn't killed Dylan with my mistake, and Adam didn't get caught up in the middle of the field there, and then finally worked his way up. So I think those two guys would have been 1-2 if it all played out the way it should have.
Well, I mean, but that's the beautiful thing about racing, my man, is that you never know how it's going to play out.
That's true, Chris. I'm sweating. I need a shower. It was a tough race, tough track, tough passing, tough arrow. I mean, there's nothing out there that's easy at that place. I mean, I don't know how many guys hit the wall, but probably all of us did at one point.
Oh, everybody. There's not 100%. One person out there that did not scratch no wall up there. What do you got for him there, Ronnie?
Oh, I just want to congratulate him. That was awesome watching it, and you did an awesome job, man.
I appreciate it, Ronnie. I was a desperate man, I'll tell you that.
We know. We was watching there at the end. There been a couple more laps. I don't know if you could have held him off, but Adam was right there. But that said, just like Chris was talking about with the arrow, every time he would get up behind you to try to make that pass, he'd get in your wake and he would shoot up to the outside wall and have to lift.
Well, there was
run off. I mean, it was beautiful to watch. It really was.
That was all I had, Ronnie, to defend was the air. I had to defend with the air. I was dirt tracking my car through 1 and 2 with all I had. I mean, that thing, I was risking wrecking it the last 15 laps, every corner off of 2, and I was defending with that air, hoping I could get him not to turn as good, and that's all I had. Desperate loser, man.
Well, definitely saw you getting sideways there before you passed Dylan. So you're giving it all she had for sure.
Yeah, it was everything. I don't think I could. I hate to see what my tires look like. They were screaming to stop it, but I had to keep going because that Adam was coming in that 71. So, what a driver! What a driver him and Dylan are, man. Those guys are so amazing. It's fun to compete with those guys. I don't get to do it very often anymore, and that was a blast.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for you to join us tonight and put on the show you did.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks, guys.
Hey, absolutely. Hey, thanks a lot for running, man. Congratulations one more time, dude. And yeah, again, phenomenal run, dude. What a show. What a show.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
You got it, my bud. All right, let's go ahead and grab up Mr. Adam Thompson here and bring him up. What we got here? Adam Thompson, you got a copy? You got Chris Valheimus here in the booth.
What up, Chris?
Dude, what a run for you at the end, running down, and maybe had one or two good shots at him at the end, but phenomenal program for you, and you were fighting. You were fighting hard. Congratulations to you on that P2. Give us a rundown from your seat, bud.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, so, man, well, I got the speeding penalty on the first stage, so that's when I went to the back, and I didn't think I don't know, just the way that was going for a while, I didn't think I was going to recover, but we did, and yeah, so we made the green flag pit stops at the end. I come out, I'm right behind Dylan, and I was actually staying with him, and then we got to those 2 lap cars, and dude, they checked me up big time, and Carroll blew by me. And so then I don't know, I should have stuck with my guns and just hit my lap times instead of trying to race, and I burnt my stuff up at the end. And then those last 5 laps when I was trying to get around Carroll, again, I was just overdriving. I should have taken a deep breath and focused on hitting my marks, and I think I could have got by him, but you know how it goes. Man, you're stamped up, you want to get it, and we had a great time. It had to look good. I mean, he was sideways off the corners, I was sideways, we were bouncing off the wall. It was fun.
Oh man, it looked like it. It really did. It looked amazing. You guys were putting Darlington to its true form and test tonight. You were fighting for every piece of grip you can get out of each and every exit, and then methodically trying to get that downforce that was in short supply for that entry and center rotation. Kept seeing a lot of cars get right behind another car and then shoot up that track. So, great job fighting that tonight.
Well, anytime Carroll's out there, you're going to have to go earn it. It's not going to come easy. In fact, when I logged on, it's all he was in, and I'm like, oh, hell. Here we go. Because he and I always have, I don't know if you remember last year, we had so many great battles. So many. And he's so respectful. He races clean. He's not dirty. He's just, I love racing with him. And same with Dylan. We haven't been racing together long, but we've had good, clean racing, and it's just fun.
Man, and you guys put down one impressive show tonight, my man. So congratulations to you on that P2. Great to have you back up in the booth too. It's been just a minute, but always a pleasure to have you drop in and say hi.
Yeah, I think the last time I was up was Richmond, maybe, but. So
perfect
thanks
timing
to Crooked Line and Front Row, and as always, thanks to you for doing the show for us, because I say it every time, people are tired of hearing it, but behind the scenes, they have no idea what you have to put in to make this all work. So thank you. You always do a great job, and we appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely, my man. And as long as things come out good, I'm like you guys, right? When it comes to these shows and everything else, if it looks good on TV, I did my job, right? But if it don't, then I had to use my backup car, all right? And we don't ever want to use the backup car here in the booth. Okay, we can't, all right? It's a one-timer all the time. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, buddy. Really
last thing I do want to say, I didn't say it yet, but congrats to Chris on the win, and congrats to Dylan on the P3, and I'll let you get the next interview up here. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Good run.
Thanks, sir. See you.
You got it. All right. So last but not least is There he is. Where is Mr. Dylan Banks? Once I get a hold of him. Bam! All right, let's see it, Mr. Cake Eater. Got Chris Paul Amos here in the booth. Got a copy.
What's up, John?
My man, dude, you put yourself on. Heck of a race tonight. Hell of a finish. All right, seriously. You went through some tremendous adversities out there and still was able to rally back and get you that P3. Man, tell us what's up, dude. Tell us what happened out there.
Oh, yeah. Great racing. First of all, good win, Carroll. Nothing but respect for him. I try to keep on telling him, hey, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, and damn, I'm not perfect and nowhere near it. So I don't want him thinking and being upset with himself for that, because I mean, we all make mistakes, and you just gotta move on and learn from your mistakes. That's how I was raised and how I was taught in life. So yeah, not mad. I just want to get that clear. I'm not mad. I think he thought I was mad at him in the moment. I was frustrated, but I wasn't mad at him. Because when he got into me right there, I lost it. I didn't get any damage. I hit the wall, lost it, and lost like 3 seconds of track time. So I was just fighting, trying to get back up there, and my tires were already shot. So that last little pit cycle was just a desperate hope right there, man. Just trying to undercut it, get the lead, and try to defend, man. That's all I was trying to do there, but it's just so hard getting through that lap traffic and burn them up trying to hold them off, and they had newer tires, so it was kind of but yeah, it was a good night. Got 2 stage wins, almost got the full repeat tonight, but hey, we'll take it. P3. Fought through adversity tonight, and I'll take it, man. I'm completely satisfied. Completely satisfied.
I mean, and you know, dude, Cake Eater, you did a phenomenal job. Really, you controlled the field. And then you had to drive up. I mean, and that was one heck of a save. I mean, seriously, you were all over that wheel, and I thought you may have got some damage, but again, because you were able to recover as quick as you did, you didn't slap that wall that hard. You just lost time, and you know, that was it, right? I mean, so you're able to you know, we looked at your car too. It looked like it was all good. But, I mean, for you to just gather it back up and then to think ahead and say, if I undercut these guys, it may give me a better chance once, you know, again, seeing that clean air and knowing where you've been out through the race. But impressive the way you flipped up your script when things happen.
Yeah, man. Did all I could. I had nothing for Adam and Carroll there at the end. They had the fresher tires, and I was in defend mode. Doing all I could, and honestly burnt them up a little bit, trying to hold them boys off. 3 laps on the tires. Older viewers know out there at Darlington mean a lot. I can't say how much it means. Even 2 laps on the tires, it means so much. This track.
Was it 3? I thought it was 5.
Was it 5? It might have been 5.
I thought it was like 4 or 5. Yeah, I thought it was like 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask, if you thought that 5 laps made that difference, and then you just
Oh.
answered it for me. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, even 3 laps on the tires, man. This track eats up tires like no other track does. Maybe Dover and Bristol eat up the tires as well. But this old surface, this old asphalt, man, it just eats them up. So I was just trying to get a last little glimmer of hope there. Go down, try to defend, and pray for a late caution. Didn't come out, but I am not mad at all, not frustrated. Because guess what, Sean?
What's up?
I'm the points leader going into the playoffs, man.
What,
No,
dude?
really?
All right. Well, we got to wait for official clarification, folks.
Yeah, not points, playoff points.
Playoff
so I'm
points.
first in playoff. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Not official.
So do you think you got something for the runner-up in the points right now?
Oh, Honeycutt, he's wicked. He is awesome.
Yeah.
I love the guy, man. And I will say, I don't remember if y'all remember last time we were here. I know Tron does, but I got brother blocked last time. We were joking about it in the chat earlier. Stephen Hayes and Michael Hayes. It was Michael Hayes in first and Stephen Hayes in second. I was making a hard charge at the end and got brother block, so I'm just glad I didn't get brother block tonight. But yeah, we'll take P3, man.
Yeah, those guys were fast tonight too. They had some good hot rods as well. So, but yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But congratulations to you on that P3. Ronnie, you got anything else for Mr. Dylan Banks, your old cake eater?
Just want to congratulate him, man. It was fun to watch. I mean, we were sitting up here this whole time just trying to figure out how it was going to play out, and we couldn't. I mean, we knew everybody was, on the field there coming up behind you, and we're like, I don't know. So, I mean, we could not guess who was going to take it.
Oh yeah,
I mean, with Adam there and Carol there and you there, I mean, we were just sitting here like, they're all good. I mean, it was hard, but it was a great watch for sure.
Yeah, whoever's got the fresher tires, that's usually how it goes. Well, not in all cases, but here it does. But man, yeah, I was just doing all I could, man. I did everything I could. I was behind the wheel, giving it 110%. I can promise you that. I won't slacken no bit. I was loose as crap there at the end, tight, everything, man, everything in between. Just did everything I could, but at the end of the day, fell a couple spots short. But hey, going into the playoffs, this will give me a little bit of momentum right here, and I believe in myself. And also, I want to give some shout outs too before we go. Want to thank both of y'all up in the booth tonight. Great job tonight, Ronnie. It's awesome seeing you and Tron up in the booth, giving Tron some company up there tonight.
Heck yeah.
Grateful for the viewers. Won't be able to do this without you every week. We love you guys, and make sure to tune in to the Next Gen broadcast every week. Phenomenal. Tron does a phenomenal job, and Tom for putting on the league. Yeah, Tom for putting on the league. Mr. Thomas Friedis. I don't know if he was taking a smoke break during the night at all in the car. I don't know what he was doing up there. Up there, I thought he was not going to pit there for a second. I'm like, oh, he must be smoking a cigarette or something, just losing his mind. But big shout out to him for all he does. So grateful to have him here. And one last shout out, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Can't do it without him.
Well, amen. Before you go, I got one good question for you. Do you think you got something for the whole thing this year?
Oh, for
I know you do. I have faith that you can do it, but you also got some really good competition on your heels.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. This field is stacked. I mean, Hayes, Adam, Carroll when he races, Wellman, Honeycutt, everybody here, man. I mean, you never know who's gonna win in this league, and that's what makes it fun. Because anybody can win on any given night, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Because you got some tracks that guys are better at than others, and others that some people are not as good at. So, I can promise you one thing. I'm gonna give it all I can these playoffs. I want that trophy. That's what I want.
Well, next week we're in Atlanta, right?
Next week.
Yes.
Yeah. The next race is in Atlanta.
Yeah. So that's going to be a big opening to the playoffs. It really is. So and then again, everything's back on the line one more time, but this time it's getting even more critical. And yes, dude, there is going to be the massive of all crazy awesome trophies. I'm super stoked because we've been doing some building over here, folks, in this front row ESPORTS camp. And we are rebuilding some awesome trophies as well. So can't wait to showcase these ones and what we have to offer for the 2025 season.
Big shout out to you, Tron. You the man, bro.
Yeah, he is.
We just doing what we can with what we got, So and unfortunately, you all got yourself OCD, ADHD guy over here, so you won't be getting a lot, my man.
Oh, I got it too. I got it.
All right, well, let's go to get our fans on out of here. I know we're taking up enough of their time, but again, one more. Let me go ahead and bring this up, of course, because I gotta talk to everybody right here face to face. I got this camera working. But again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. Really appreciate that support. And again, don't forget to hit the noties too, because again, we try to do a little different style of intro in. We get right to the damn point, okay? So you want to know about it, you want to hit them noties real quick so that bell will ring. You'll be like, oh, shoot, we got to go, all right? Because that's it. We operate like these drivers do, fast and to the point, all right? So, but again, love it. Love all the support, though, folks. So keep tuning in, all right? And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves on out of here. Special thanks to, of course, Ronnie Morrison for his flyby, sip and dip into the broadcast. Fantastic, man. Really appreciate that.
Yes,
and of course, Dylan Banks, always a great interviewee right here.
Love you guys.
Oh, amazing driver, of course, but yeah, you always do good in the booth. So yeah, you should. You have enough experience in it so far. Just saying. But yeah, but again, thanks again, folks. We're gonna get out of here. Keep it pointed the right direction in the race car and in your life. Until next time, we'll see you soon.
That's what we about. Living by the sea, sipping on some rum under the shade of a tree. That's what we about. Just feel the warm breeze, living young and wild and free. That's what we're about. Living by the sea, sipping on some rum under the shade of the tree. That's what we're about. Just feel the warm breeze.